Namaste everyone. Welcome to another short session on yoga today, where we discuss a yogic technique, asana, pranayama, or kriyas. Today, we will be discussing an asana known as Anjaneyasana. What is Anjaneyasana? Anjaneyasana is one of the cultural asanas for backward bending of the spine. It is also known as a low lunge posture. But what is Anjaneyasana? The word Anjaneya is derived from Lord Hanuman. He is also known as Anjaneya. Being son of Anjani Devi in Puranas, he is known as Anjaneya. So, in a way, the Anjaneyasana also reflects the strength and valor associated with Lord Hanuman that we can also derive when we practice this asana. And this asana, like we discussed, it's a low lunge posture. It involves legs, hips, stretch in the spine, and also the torso and the shoulders when we lift our arms up. So it involves actively the whole of the body. So it is essential as part of, let's discuss limitations as well as, so it is essential as part of limitations. We do not have any injuries in these parts. Essentially an overall general well-being. So no injuries in these parts, any spinal issues, any cardiac issues, hypertension, because it involves suspension and retention of breath as well, retention of breath. So any hypertension issues, cardiac issues, menstruation or reproductive pregnancy cycles, please avoid this asana. Further, certain prerequisites, definitely be in comfortable clothing, have your yoga mats, be in a ventilated space. Okay, so what is Anjaneyasana? Like we mentioned, it's a low lunge posture. How do we get into this asana? So, what is the starting position? The starting position is that we start the asana in Virasana. We sit on the left leg, the right knee pointed upwards, and from there we lift our hips and draw our left foot backwards. The knee resting on the floor, the toes pointed outwards, and the right knee is in line with the right ankle, and the hips are in line with the knees. From there, we lift our arms from the front, our torso from the front with inhalation, and we raise our arms up, the palms facing each other, and we hold the breath, the gaze pointed forward, and we hold the breath there for double the count of inhalation. And then exhaling, we release the arms again from the front, we bring our palms back beside the legs, and we draw in our left leg, coming back to the Virasana. This is the descriptive part. Now let us get onto the mats and see what are we actually talking about. Okay. So we come to the front of the mat. We assume the position of Virasana, sitting on the left leg and the right knee pointed upwards, the palms beside, palms on the knees initially. Now for the asana, the palms beside the hips, we raise the hips and torso bends a little bit forward and draw the left leg backwards and drop the knee on the ground and the toes pointed outwards. The right knee is in line with the right ankle, on top of the ankles, and the knee is in line with the hip. It depends on the proportions of the body. So palms beside the legs. From here, inhaling, we raise the arms up and the torso up. And we go for the backward bend and we retain the breath here for double the count. The gaze remains forward. Make sure the neck does not go backwards. The neck stays in the front. And after retention, exhaling, we bring our arms from the front beside the legs and we bring our left foot back in and we get back into Virasana. Similarly, on the other side, we change our legs for the other side. Sit on the right foot, the left knee pointed upwards, the palms on the knees. Now this time we will do with the counts. The instructions remain the same. We will do with the counts. Draw the knee out, the leg out, the knee resting on the floor. The left knee in line with the ankle. And from here, inhale 1, 2, and 3. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling 1, 2, and 3. And release. And bring your left, right foot back and back to Virasana. Very well. Wasn't that a wonderful asana? So now let's discuss the benefits associated with this asana. As you can very well see, it gives a very good back bend. It involves both the posterior and the anterior chain of the body. The posterior chain goes for the bend and the interior chain is expanded and stretched out. So you will also find that it involves all the muscles in the legs, hamstrings, glutes, hip flexors, quadriceps, and also the torso as well. The shoulders go for the front rotation. So overall it enhances mobility in the body. It adds to the strength and mobility of the body, to all the muscles involved. Further, you will find that it aids to the metabolism of the body. It improves any digestion as well and adds to the overall vitality. Further, since it is a back bend, it will also involve the psychological benefits of the back bends. That is, very essentially, it adds to the self-esteem, that is, Aishwarya Bhav of the person. So, isn't that a very good asana? So yeah, as a recommendation for the practice, you can practice this as a dynamic variation or a static variation. In the dynamic, use it with the breath count. Inhale for the count of 3, raising your body up, and retain your breath for the count of 6, and exhaling, come back. As a static practice, stay in the stretched position as long as you see it as comfortable, and it will add to the agility in the spine. So that is Anjaneyasana, also known as low lunge posture. Thank you and namaste everyone.